The history of Númenor, rise and fall of the Island Kingdom, a mighty kingdom gifted by the Valar, a people blessed with wisdom and strength, and yet doomed to fall by their own pride. This is the story of Númenor, the greatest kingdom of men, and its tragic downfall. Welcome to the channel, fellow lore masters. Today we dive into the legendary rise and catastrophic fall of Númenor, the Island Kingdom of Men, a civilization of unmatched glory and hubris. If you love deep lore from Tolkien's universe, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because we've got much more coming. The gift of the Valar. Númenor did not always exist. It was a gift, a reward for the Edain, the faithful men who fought alongside the elves in the First Age against Morgoth. After the final battle, the Valar raised a great island from the sea, a paradise between Middle-earth and the Undying Land. It was called Andor, the Land of Gift, but we know it as Númenor. The first king of Númenor was Elros, brother of Elrond. Unlike his twin, he chose the fate of men, not elves. As the first king of Númenor, he ruled wisely, and under his reign the Númenorians flourished. Their ships sailed the seas, their cities shone like jewels, and their people lived for hundreds of years, blessed with long life beyond any other mortal men. But all gifts come with conditions, and the Númenorians had one. They could never set foot on the Undying Lands, the home of the Valar and elves. As long as they obeyed, their kingdom would endure. The height of Númenor. The height of Númenor. For centuries, Númenor stood at the peak of human civilization. They became master sailors, exploring Middle-earth's coasts, even establishing colonies like Umbar. Their warriors were unmatched, and their influence spread across the land. Some even say a single Númenorian could face 10 ordinary men in battle. But as their power grew, so did their pride and their fear. Númenorians were still mortal, and despite their long lifespans, death always came. Over time, they became bitter, jealous of the elves, who would live forever. Doubt and resentment festered. Why should they be denied immortality? Why should they not set foot in Valinor? The seeds of rebellion had been sown, and soon they would bear ruin. The shadow falls on Númenor. With each generation, the kings of Númenor turned further from the Valar. The faithful, those who still honored the old ways, became a persecuted minority, while the kings sought greater power, and then came Sauron. At this time, Sauron had risen again in Middle-earth, gathering strength, but the might of Númenor was still unmatched. King Ar-Pharazôn, the most arrogant of Númenorian rulers, sailed to Middle-earth and captured Sauron without a fight. But this was exactly what Sauron wanted. In chains, yet unbowed, Sauron's silver tongue worked its magic. He became the king's closest advisor, poisoning his mind with promises of immortality and divine power. He told Ar-Pharazôn that if the Númenorians took Valinor by force, they could claim eternal life, and the king listened. The fall of Númenor. At last, Númenor's doom was sealed. Ar-Pharazôn gathered the greatest fleet ever seen and set sail for Valinor, believing he could challenge the very gods. But the moment his feet touched the sacred shores, the Valar responded. Uvitaru, the creator himself, changed the world. Valinor was removed from mortal reach forever, and Númenor was swallowed by the sea. The once great kingdom, its people, its wonders, all lost beneath the waves. Only a few faithful survived, led by Elendil and his sons, escaping to Middle-earth, where they would found the kingdoms of Gondor and Arnor. And so the greatest empire of men was no more, a kingdom built on wisdom destroyed by pride. The story of Númenor is one of the most powerful in Tolkien's legendarium, a warning against arrogance, greed, and the desire for forbidden power. But what do you think? Could Númenor have been saved, or was its fate sealed from the start? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into Tolkien's lore, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss an upload.